Have you ever had a gut feeling that turned out to be true? Maybe you were about to make a decision, and something inside of you urged you to go a different direction, only to realize later that your intuition was spot on. It's a curious thing, isn't it? That unexplainable sense that seems to guide us, even when we don't have all the facts. Whether it's avoiding a situation that didn't feel right or sensing something was off before it happened, intuition is something we've all experienced. But here's the real question. Is it just a coincidence when our gut instincts prove to be accurate? Or is there actual science behind this phenomenon? In this video, we're going to dive into the mysterious world of intuition, explore what it really is, and uncover the science behind this seemingly magical ability. To start, let me share a personal story that might resonate with you. A few years ago, I was considering a new job offer. On paper, everything looked perfect. The salary, the benefits, even the career opportunities. But deep down, something didn't sit right with me. I couldn't put my finger on it, but I had this nagging feeling that it wasn't the right move. Despite my gut feeling, I accepted the job, and sure enough, after just a few months, I realized it was a bad fit. That experience taught me to trust my intuition, but it also left me wondering, what exactly is intuition, and why does it sometimes feel more reliable than logic? Is it possible that there's more going on behind the scenes in our brains than we realize? Let's explore. Defining intuition, exploring the concept. To understand intuition, we need to first define it. Intuition is often described as the ability to make decisions or form judgments without the need for conscious reasoning. It's that inner voice or gut feeling that guides us, sometimes without us even realizing it. But how does it work? Unlike logical reasoning, which is deliberate and analytical, intuition operates at a subconscious level. It's fast, automatic, and often feels like it comes out of nowhere. In reality, though, intuition is based on the brain's ability to recognize patterns and draw on past experiences to make snap judgments. This is why intuition can feel so right at times. It's the result of accumulated knowledge and experience, even if we're not fully aware of the process. It's important to distinguish between intuition and a simple gut feeling. While the two are often used interchangeably, there's a subtle difference. Gut feelings are more emotional and instinctive, often tied to a physical sensation, like butterflies in your stomach or a racing heart. Intuition, on the other hand, is a cognitive process that taps into subconscious knowledge. It's informed by years of experience and the brain's ability to quickly sift through that information. In other words, intuition is more than just a hunch. It's a form of fast thinking that's grounded in real lived experiences. Emotions also play a significant role in intuition. When we face a decision, our brain processes not just the facts, but also the emotions associated with those facts. This is why intuition often feels like an emotional response. Our feelings are guiding us based on a deeper, subconscious evaluation of the situation. While emotions can sometimes cloud our judgment, they can also serve as important signals, helping us to make decisions quickly when we don't have time to analyze every detail. The neuroscience of intuition, uncovering the science. Now that we have a basic understanding of what intuition is, let's take a closer look at the science behind it. Over the past few decades, researchers have uncovered fascinating insights into the brain regions involved in intuitive decision-making. One area that plays a crucial role in this process is the amygdala, a small almond-shaped structure in the brain that's responsible for processing emotions and detecting threats. The amygdala works alongside the anterior insular cortex, another brain region involved in evaluating emotional and physical states. Together, these regions help the brain make quick, instinctive decisions. When you're faced with a situation that triggers a gut feeling, it's these parts of the brain that are rapidly processing information and sending signals to your conscious mind. This is why intuitive decisions often feel immediate and powerful. They bypass the slower, more deliberate parts of the brain that are responsible for logical reasoning. Another key concept in the science of intuition is implicit learning. This refers to the brain's ability to absorb information from the environment without us being consciously aware of it. Over time, the brain builds up a library of knowledge and patterns based on these experiences. For example, a firefighter who has been on the job for years might be able to sense danger in a situation before anyone else does, not because of conscious reasoning, but because their brain has learned to recognize subtle cues that others might miss. This is intuition at work. The firefighter's brain is drawing on a wealth of past experiences to make a split-second decision. The role of experience in developing intuition is crucial. The more exposure we have to certain situations, the better our brains become at processing information quickly and making intuitive judgments. Experts in fields like medicine, sports, or even business often rely on their intuition because they've encountered so many similar situations in the past. Their brains have become finely tuned to recognize patterns and respond accordingly. This is why intuition is often more accurate for individuals who have a high level of expertise in a particular area. Intuition in action, real-world examples. So, where do we see intuition in action in the real world? There are countless professions where intuition plays a vital role. For example, firefighters, as we mentioned earlier, often rely on their intuition to make life-saving decisions in the heat of the moment. They don't always have time to analyze every detail, so they depend on their gut instincts to guide them. Similarly, doctors, especially those in high-pressure environments like emergency rooms, use their intuition to make quick diagnoses. While they rely on their training and knowledge, there's often an element of intuition involved in recognizing symptoms or sensing when something is wrong, even when the facts aren't immediately clear. Artists and creatives also frequently tap into their intuition, especially when it comes to problem solving or generating new ideas. Creative breakthroughs often come from moments of unconscious thought, when the brain is free to explore new connections and ideas without the constraints of logic or analysis. Intuition allows artists to feel their way through a creative process, leading to unexpected and innovative outcomes. There are countless stories of individuals who have used their intuition to navigate complex or dangerous situations. Take the case of Chesley "Sully" Sullenberger, the pilot who famously landed a commercial airplane on the Hudson River in 2009 after both engines failed. While his training and experience played a huge role, Sullenberger later credited his intuition with guiding him through the emergency. In the heat of the moment, his brain was able to process information and make critical decisions faster than conscious reasoning would have allowed. The future of intuition. As we continue to learn more about the science of intuition, new possibilities are emerging for how we might harness this mysterious ability. One exciting area of research is the development of brain-computer interfaces, BCIs, that could potentially enhance our intuitive abilities. By analyzing brain activity and patterns, these interfaces could help us tap into our subconscious knowledge more effectively, making intuitive decision-making even faster and more accurate. Additionally, advancements in artificial intelligence, AI, are opening up new ways to support intuitive thinking. AI-driven decision support systems can process vast amounts of data and offer insights that complement our intuition, helping us make better informed decisions in complex situations. But even as technology advances, the importance of personal awareness and self-trust in cultivating intuition cannot be overstated. Learning to trust your gut feelings, becoming more aware of your emotions, and paying attention to your subconscious cues are all essential steps in developing strong intuitive abilities. Ultimately, intuition is a skill that can be honed through experience, reflection, and self-awareness. As we wrap up, I encourage you to think about how intuition plays a role in your own life. Have there been times when your gut feeling guided you in the right direction? Share your experiences in the comments section. I'd love to hear your stories. And remember, the more you pay attention to your intuition, the more you'll be able to trust and rely on it in the future.